as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
11.
Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now 2nd and 3.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll go to Barkley again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You talk about this Lions defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He's got the connection to Moore.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down.
To throw is Fields.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal.
To the air again, Fields.
This is caught. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, the ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Barkley.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Velus Jones,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
He finds his man, complete. That's Stevens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Harrell. And that is incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 11.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On first down, it's Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Now Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their play plan and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, Fields.
Complete to Jones. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Right there.
Off the play fake. Harrell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is fielded at the 27, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Looking to throw on 2nd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Back to throw, Fields. Left side, got Jones.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Pushes past him. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they come up on 3rd and goal from the 18.
Here's Fields.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly. This is a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Harrell. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So the completion good for 7 there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And quickly they get to the line. Another run for Gibbs here.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Fields now on second down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Fields on third down. Big strides, look at him go.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw. Harrell. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Harrell. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears over at their own 11-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Fields. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here we go.
The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Harrell. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Back to throw again.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive a touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Now 2nd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
2nd down, goal to go. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Butker's kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Harrell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Steps away to his left. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Out to his left. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and got the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Here's 1st down. Back to throw. Harrell. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And now some motion up front. That may back this try up a bit. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And now movement prior to the snap, and if that's a false start, that could make this a little more interesting. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. From the right hash, this for the win. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a first throw here in overtime. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. He's got his target. That's complete.
There he goes left side. And he'll go down the mud before getting this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Let's go.
Here's the former Bear. This is David Montgomery.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Go.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Detroit, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next